everybody, welcome back to some more Evil Genius. We are likely not only killing a super agent today, we're probably killing two of them. We got two super agents we're ready to kill. We just need them to fucking show up. Because they don't want to show up anymore. We're gonna kill them. We're probably also gonna have Rambo appear. We're real close to triggering him to appear on our island. Which I'm not looking forward to, but we'll deal with it. Alright. So. Just notice not following. You fixed it. Thank you for fixing it. Flying floor. Sorry, dark blue name, impossible to read. I haven't gotten the notification yet. It'll probably show up any second. Hey everybody, hey Incinerator. Alright, so let's just check where we are in the world. So, Mariana Mamba here, and Jet Chan here. We are ready to kill both of them. We just need them to show up to our island, and we need to get them in a jail cell. From there, we can kill them. Now, when we get to 290 notoriety, which will be very soon, that will cause Rambo to appear. Oh, there we go. Now I got the notification for Flying Floor. Welcome to the flock. When we get to 290, that's when Rambo appears, and he's really dangerous, much like Jet Chan. So I am concerned about that. We're gonna have to deal with that when it comes. It's why we've been holding off on getting notoriety for a little while. We want to make sure we're prepared for when he shows up. Bought Evil Genius recently. I was curious, is there a place where I can get a mod to increase the resolution? Get the widescreen patch, and you can type in the word file that comes with it the resolution you want. That's how I'm playing on such a large resolution. What I recommend is if you're going to be playing it with the widescreen patch, it causes a glitch where if you tab out and into the game, it'll crash the game. So what you do to fix that is use a program like Borderless Gaming, something that makes it so you can borderless window any game. I use Borderless Gaming, which is on Steam, in conjunction with the widescreen patch for this game to type in my monitor's resolution. And I can tab in and out safely, like I just did there, and play the game in my monitor's native resolution, which is 1440p for my resolution, which is very large. And it works just fine. You can see, like, it doesn't just stretch it. It actually lets me zoom out the proper amount. Like, that's why I can zoom out so far, is I have a very large resolution. So that's how you get this game working on, like, modern widescreen, tabbing in, tabbing out, all that kind of stuff. The game has widescreen support. You just need to use that fan mod to get it working. I believe automatically it'll be 1080p when you use the widescreen thing, but you can just type in whatever resolution you're on. Doesn't playing games on borderless windowed cause FPS loss, says Mr. McBadass? The vast majority of games I play are in borderless window and it doesn't cause any frame loss. Depends on the game. Some games aren't optimized for it, I guess. Okay. How's our minion count? Really good. We're just training up spin doctors. That's not bad. Training up a guard as well. That's fine. Okay. Part of me wants to wait until the super agents arrive so I can kill them before I go triggering another one to appear. How to donate? There's links below the stream if you want to donate. I believe the name of the link is just like how to support the show or something. You can just click on it, takes you to a donation page, but I could be misremembering. There's probably also a tip jar button that I've forgotten about because I'm incompetent. I think we just discovered this, that or I'm blind. Vodka plot. But yeah, we're plotting in there for when we end up killing Katarina Frostnova. Why haven't you taken over Australia? How close are we to doing every mission in Australia? We're halfway. Okay. We'll need to plot there more. And right now we're just stealing a lot of money, trying to build up and get ready. We did buy the whole room now, didn't we? Yes, we have every research item for our laboratory. Sweet. Don't have any research that we don't have going already. Good. So, let's start planning out things for next main mission. Right. We're trying to get all the diplomats, and then we need to do the missions to replace the diplomats. Let's get that done. Tourist, okay. Where is the last diplomat? We don't already have him in jail? No? Okay. Let's go find that last diplomat. Make sure we have him marked. That tourist looks too much like Frost Nova. Oh man, this is a mess. Trying to look for individual people. That's him? No, tourist.
Intruder tagged for psychological weakening.
Come on, where is this guy? Is that him? Saber Ambassador. Okay. Okay, we've got a henchman doing it. That's the last ambassador that we need to knock out and interrogate. We got them going for him. Oh god, that outside is so dark. It is, isn't it? It's very hard to see people wearing earth tones outside at night on this island. It's not like the desert island where it's pretty easy to see people at night. You gotta use your minimap to figure out where they are and then really hunt around for them. Zoom in and out a lot, you know? Okay, we're still safe out there. I really want to kill Mariana Mamba so that she doesn't hit up the Middle East anymore, just to keep our flow of money a little bit more safe. What is he running for? To go use something? Okay. When did you move Island? I want to say like 3 streams ago, so like 3 months ago. Hey, Bioshocker. Thanks for the 5 bits, by the way. I appreciate that. Okay. We don't need to build up any more of this right now, do we? No, we can just do hangar platforms, so we don't need to do any more of that room right now. I just want to make sure that we're as set up as possible. I think we want to send out one of the diplomats and do that now. Safest place to do this would be Saber. Because we don't already have somebody there. We don't have the super agent for that place activated yet, so it'd be the safest place to do first. So I think we don't want to send out our first diplomat mission until then. We want to send bodyguards this time because our diplomat died last time. We also want to send out science minions to speed up the mission because it was a long one. Are you invested in VR? VR seems really cool. Everybody I know who's played VR says it's really, really fun. I don't have that kind of money though, so maybe one day. He's just chasing him around. He'll get him one day. Nothing suspicious about this. Yeah, just knock him out with the sharp end of a cleaver. That'll just get a knockout. No way he'll die. Oh, interested in VR. I read invested because I'm illiterate.
I'm rich. It's payday, fellas.
Holy shit, thanks for the 20 bucks there, Holy God of Flavortown. Just graduated from high school and got some extra money, so I thought I'd donate it to my favorite streamer. Well, I'm happy that I'm your favorite streamer. I will question your tastes in thinking that I am somehow worth watching. However, I very much appreciate the donation, and congratulations on graduating high school. I know I was really happy when I graduated high school, because I was so fucking sick of high school by the end of it. Good Saber veterans. Wow, they're sending in the strong guys. Alright. Gotta be worried about that a little bit. Okay, police haven't arrived. Good. We're actually building up a good amount of cash again, which I missed having a good amount of cash. Might want to start investing in more traps. Maybe pile a few around here for the ones who get through all of this. What's with self-deprecating humor? I've always had self-deprecating humor. Unless you're just asking, like, in general, what is with self-deprecating humor? I don't know. I think it's funny. I don't know. It's part of humility, isn't it? It's a kind of being humble while also being lighthearted. Yeah, it sucks, but now I have to find a house or apartment. Well, do you have the kind of money you need for that? I don't know where you live, so I don't know what the price of housing is around where you live. But around here, you can't just go get a house or an apartment outside of high school unless you have some seriously wealthy parents. housing prices over here are pretty expensive. God, I hate waiting on this guy to arrive. Gotta do the interrogation, and we'll just do a quick one. We'll do the laser one, and we know that'll work. I want to make sure that we always have a diplomat mission going whenever possible. Because that's a lengthy process, getting all the diplomats in place. And it's lengthy training up diplomats, so if diplomats die during it, then I'd rather one always be training, you know? Housing in America sucks. It depends on what state. So many states have really amazing housing prices. It's incredible to me. Because I live in southern Ontario of Canada, and it's very expensive here. The vast majority of the United States is much cheaper to live in than Canada. Than, like, populated parts of Canada. Also, goods are significantly cheaper in the United States as well. You guys have a much stronger economy than us. Hey, Fonzie Toast. Toasty. God. Wow, lots of people coming in today. Guess everybody's just free today. Maybe it's because I think a lot of people are getting out of high school now. Tiny houses here in London are £800,000. Yeah, it's even more expensive here, but there are parts of London that are more expensive than where I live. London and Toronto, I live near Toronto, are very similar in housing prices. They both have just terrible housing prices. Like, my rent is insane, and I just live in a very small townhouse. And we rent it from the landlord, but the landlord's a really nice guy, so we're happy about it. And we've already set up plans with him where he's a banker, so it was very easy to set up plans with him about the idea of perhaps buying this place one day if we ever want to buy it. He's really open to that idea. We're lucky. Our old landlord sucked at our old apartment, but our landlord at our current townhouse is a really great guy. McBadass still has another week of school. Well, I hope you enjoy your last week of school. Oh, you gotta hide as well. Forgot about him. Current house is £2,600 a month. That's just rent, council tax index of £300. Jesus. Yeah, I can't afford that. That's, I mean, you convert that to Canadian money and we're talking, what, $4,000? I believe in Canadian that's about $4,000, which, to get a place like that, yeah, you'd have to be in Toronto, which is our most populated city, so it makes sense that they'd be a little bit comparable there. Yeah, you'd have to be in a house in Toronto for that. Renting, specifically. A lot of houses for rent. Well, I want to say a lot. The reason there are a lot of houses for rent in Toronto is just, you know, they're so expensive. A lot of people can't afford them. Yeah, where I live, it's quite expensive, unfortunately. But it's cheaper than back when I lived in Toronto. It's a little more expensive than when I lived in Mississauga, but much nicer than when I lived in Mississauga. Like, my previous place was nearly the same price as here, but had a roach infestation, which was a whole lot of fun. Alright, sweet. All the diplomats are dead now, so we can just plant our own diplomats, which I think we want to do right now. Do we not know where the diplomat needs to go? Yeah, I think we need to discover that. Haven't done enough plotting there, I guess. I think it might be Australia, because I feel like I haven't plotted there enough, so we'll move him to there. In the meantime, I guess we'll just do this. On a diplomat, we'll do 2 spin doctors, a scientist, 2 technicians, 4 guards. That should be plenty. Might be a little bit overkill. Rather overkill than underkill. Almost like I've seen this man before. Well, you probably found me from YouTube. Unless you're just browsing Twitch, and then I Don't know how you found me. I mean, how often are people really looking up Evil Genius on Twitch? Only good taste people would look up Evil Genius on Twitch, and only bad taste people would click on my stream. Those veterans, I'm happy they're taking the long way around. I don't want to fuck with them. Especially considering they'd shoot Blackheart on sight, and then Blackheart would probably shoot back, and then they'd have heat and they'd run away and just get me in hot water. I still can't believe Jet Chan and Mariana Mamba haven't come to our island in so long. It's like they know that we now have the tech to kill them. What's the worst pun you can think of? Puns happen in the moment. And puns are wonderful. As much as people groan, everybody loves puns. They just won't always admit it to themselves. Since you started playing this, I really want to watch you play Knights of Honor again. Yeah, I kind of want to play Knights of Honor again. That's a fun game, isn't it? I haven't played that in so long. I haven't played that since that Let's Play like 4 years ago. Yeah, but bread puns have never been funny. That's why I never respond to them. Is like, that's kind of my rule. If I don't find a joke particularly funny, or something that I can't roll with, then I just sandbag it. Because then, I don't encourage it. I encourage the best jokes, or at least the ones that I find the best, because then those are ones I can play back and forth with. If it's something that I can't get material with, then I sandbag it. Because that way, the best jokes rise to the top, because they're the jokes that I can participate with the chat with. Ew, roaches? Yeah, fucking tell me about it. I can't even tell you how many times. The fucking gull of it, too. That not only did I lose time working because of roaches, because I'd need to be out while they fumigate multiple times, but once I explained on my show, like, hey, sorry I'm putting out less videos right now, like, there are these roaches, and, like, it's very difficult to work through it. My fucking landlord came to me and was upset that I had a video explaining that is why my work was, like, coming out, like, less of it. And he didn't say, like, it would be illegal for him to say that I couldn't put that up, but he did say to me, like, look, if I wanted you gone, you'd be gone. Fucking scumbag. And don't get me wrong, like, I could fight that with Ontario and everything, because he can't evict me for that. But I can't go through that fucking stress of dealing with all of that while I was also dealing with, like, being a witness from Mum's court case and helping Fatima through her work troubles and my own work troubles and the roaches and all of that shit. So I had to actually just, like, take down the video. What a fucking scumbag. Again, that's not my current landlord. That was back in Mississauga last year. Boils my blood. How do you keep Rambo from killing everything? I lose everything when he finds his way into my base, says Commander Unnamed. You can out-muscle him and take him out. If you get lucky and you really have swarms of social minions, then once one of them reaches him, then they'll all mob him and keep him stun-locked until they can escort him out. And honestly, that's your way of doing it with the least casualties. Just make sure that when it happens, unmark every other person from psychological weakening in the area, because that way they all mob the one guy and they're not focused on anyone else and dying in the meantime. So that's the best way to handle that, if you ask me. All right, we're gonna take a crack at this. We've done it before and failed because the police arrived, I believe, during it. The police might arrive during this one, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Rant check. Oh, is that not a core part of the stream? My rants? What did you do? You didn't say his name right, N. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Pretty sure punny is objectively the worst pun. I think it's a fine pun. More than a pun, it's just a very good descriptive word for a type of humor. I think it's a great descriptive word. Awful content, check. Absolutely. Do you even need to state it? Oh, the streamer's not dead, check. Obviously you're tuning in for awful content. You tuned into my show. Thanks for following Richard Lucas. Welcome to the flock. Get back to taking money. I actually need to send some more people to the Middle East at this point. We're getting low on cash there. Sorry, what happened there? Biochemists left due to low organization or low loyalty. That's fine. See, it's inherent. If MTV didn't rant, I wouldn't watch. Hell yeah. Fucking goddamn it. I knew I should have waited for the police to leave. You know what? I'm starting to think that it's not there. Let's go to India. Plot there. Man, how long until I'm able to do this one again? That's slow moving. Might have to wait a full cycle, we'll see. Alright, he's safe there? Yeah. How much notoriety do you get for this? Only one? Okay. Assuming I don't fail them over and over, I can do all of the diplomat things before aggroing Rambo, which is ideally what I'd like to do. Unless I get notoriety for killing super agents, which is possible, but unlikely. We'll see how that goes. Low hairline, not check. Well, I mean, the point of my Widow's Peak is fairly low. Up here? No, full on Dean Malenko. Love the Civ 6 stream where MDB went in on Canada. I always go in on Canada. We have so many problems. Unbelievable. Yeah, I can't do that one for a while. We have so many issues and so many Canadians just won't talk about it. Oh no, you can't say anything bad about Canada, but we can rip on every other country. No. Fuck. I'm gonna point out all my issues with Canada. It's mostly issues with Ontario. But I do have a lot of problems with our federal government as well. I have a lot of issues with Ontario. On the upside, we just got a new premier. I don't know if the new premier is going to be any good. He's not fully in office yet. He just won the vote. It's not so much that I like the new premier. I don't. And I don't have the highest of hopes for him. It's that I'm very happy we're losing our old premier, because our old premier, the current one who's leaving, Kathleen Wynne, holds the dubious distinction of having the lowest approval rating of any premier in Ontario history. She had, I believe at the end, she had a 14% approval rating. Whoa. By the end, even her own party turned on her. Nobody liked Kathleen Wynne. Canada's one of the few countries you'd live in. I highly recommend if you're a moving country, you don't come to Canada unless you're going to one of the maritime provinces. Alberta can be nice if you want to go out west. I highly recommend like Newfoundland or Nova Scotia, which are the islands. They're pretty nice. Don't come to Ontario. Everybody comes to Ontario. It's not that nice. It's really expensive. If you're really rich and you don't care, go to Vancouver, I guess. But honestly, that's not that great either. There are a lot of good places in Canada. Nobody moves to those places. Please don't make the mistake of everybody else. Please move to the good places. I have lived in Southern Ontario my whole life. I've moved from city to village to town. I've lived everywhere in Southern Ontario, and let me tell you, the whole thing sucks. Don't come here. It sucks. Hearing Newfoundland triggers me ever since XCOM. What about XCOM upsets you with Oh, you can do it now. Do it. What about XCOM upsets you with Newfoundland, or makes you upset with Newfoundland, rather? I do need to play XCOM 2 on the show soon. Because I played it a little bit a while ago, like a year or two ago, and it was very fun. I want to play that more, because I really do like XCOM. And he's going to be the car salesman for Canada? No, because the car salesman won't tell you the bad shit. I focus on the bad shit. Like, I still think that overall...
Rich. It's payday, fellas!
I still think that overall there are more reasons to move to the United States than to Canada. It depends, though. It's one of those things where whether you should pick Canada or the United States depends on many factors. I don't think either one is the right choice for everybody. I think there are a lot of factors you need to take into account before you pick between moving to the States or Canada. If those were your two ones you wanted to move to. There are plenty of countries outside of Canada and the United States that I think are good choices. But I think that's true for anything, is that what country you pick, if you could just pick to move to any country in the world right now, it would depend on a lot of factors that are personal to you. No country is the right choice for everybody, if that makes sense. Newfoundland was the location of a really horrible terror mission in XCOM 1, where you first encounter the crawly alien that one-shots your dudes. Oh. Canada's way higher up on the quality of life ranking, especially Montreal. That's pointless, though. That doesn't mean anything. Montreal, I don't even like. I have a lot of problems with Quebec in general. Montreal's where our Mafia is based out of. Good luck with that crime rate. There are a lot of problems with Montreal. There are reasons to like it. There's a lot that I like about Montreal as well. However, what country you pick depends on a lot of things. Also, a thing that's worth keeping in mind with the United States in particular is it's a republic. The question is less of, do you want to move to the States, and more of what state would you want to move to if you move in the States. Because I would say that the choice of province in Canada that you move to matters less than the choice of state in the United States. Because you don't even know that there's Mafia in Canada? You know, Dino Bravo got Tommy gunned up against his couch in the 90s for selling illegal cigarettes in Montreal because he was cutting in on the Mafia's turf, selling untaxed cigarettes. Of course we have a Mafia. We also have the Hells Angels. We have a lot. Back when I lived in Hamilton, we had a jousting outbreak. That's where a dude... Let's listen to this.
Despite the damning allegations regarding his conduct, Senator McAndrews is continuing to protest his innocence. The senator of Illinois has been accused of accepting a bribe in return for elevating a complete unknown into a non-elected position on the Patriot Council. An independent investigation has been unable to find evidence of gross misconduct, but many still believe that this appointment is both undemocratic and potentially dangerous.
The jousting epidemic, which was a very fun couple weeks back when I lived in Hamilton, in which, there was a guy going around with a very big knife on a bike at 3 a.m. and just stabbing people on the sidewalk. Took 2 fucking weeks for the police to find and stop this guy. Canada is not some kind of, like, crime-free utopia that people think it is. That's pretty much exclusively Newfoundland. Well, and Prince Edward Island. They pretty much have no crime rate. At least no, like, violent crime rate. It's petty crimes over there. Yeah, the Montreal Mafia is fucking terrifying, even compared to the United States Mafia. Our Mafia will mostly leave you alone, but if you get on their bad side, now you're just dead. Like, Dino Bravo was machine gunned on his couch in his house. Like, it's not like he was killed while he was out in the streets, like shanked by a hobo or something that they paid off. They went to his house, they broke into his house, and they shot him, I think it was 27 times in the chest. He was dead with a shotgun in his hands, and he couldn't even defend himself. I'm not calling out the Mafia on camera. They don't want to kill me, I'm sure. You gotta piss them off. It's not hard to piss them off. Totally new info for me. Didn't think there was anything like Mafia in Canada. See, that's the thing. people think so highly of Canada because they don't know as much as they think they do about Canada. People don't like talking about the negative parts of Canada. I love talking about the negative parts of Canada because it teaches you more about what the country is. You learn more about the country as a well-rounded country. Every country has problems. It's all about how deep you're willing to dig into what those problems are. I'd love to teach you about all the problems of Canada. Okay, they have to hide. Yeah, because Frost Nova's there. I'd love to teach you about the problems of Canada. Baked milk is a negative side effect of Canada? Nothing wrong with baked milk. I refuse to consider that a negative. And there's nothing you can do to convince me that it is. You're nothing but a bagged milk bigot. I'm calling you out, Pachi Cat. I know you. Thanks for following, Alpha Random Numbers, welcome to the flock, as well as J-Boy, welcome to the flock. Oh, and thanks for the $10 Commander Unnamed donation goal reached check. Thank you, I appreciate that. Does Canada still have real Kinder Eggs? Yeah, we have real ones, yeah. What are Kinder Joys? I've never heard of that. Huh. Bagged milk bigot, I am quacking? Is this how Americans express joy? But I thought we were the geese. The more you know. Why did we ban Dunkaroos? You banned Dunkaroos? Why would you do that, J-Got Game? What's wrong with Dunkaroos? Other than they suck. Oh, quaking. I don't know. I prefer quacking. I think quacking is... Look, in my novelization, you said quacking. Alright, wow, he left them alone fast. Okay, well, steal some money while I wait for the coast to be clear. Now we just need to slowly go mission to mission. It's a really long username that just follow. Oh, it's a YouTube follow, no wonder. Yeah, they allow really long usernames on YouTube, like full sentences. Seriously, why would the US ban Dunkaroos? Is that like a federal ban on Dunkaroos, or is that like your state banned it or something? I'm an American, and I can confirm that we do indeed quack. Thank you for the confirmation. Now, I don't care if the other 150 million or so of you all say we don't quack. You said you quack. And I want that to be true. So I believe you. Typical if a food product is banned, it's a federal ban. Why would they ban that? My novelization them to use a Fortnite streamer? I've never played Fortnite. I'm not sure I'd be that into it. People say it's really fun. Maybe I'd be into it, I don't know. But I've never tried it. Been too busy with other things. So we still need to find the anvil one as well. Alright, I don't think it's down there. Explains why I haven't seen Dunkaroos in years. Dunkaroos kind of suck, though, so... I mean, I don't think they should be banned, but at least it's not a big loss, you know? What's your opinion on gun regulation laws in the USA, if you're willing to talk about that? I mean, that's a pretty complicated thing to get into. No matter what I say now, it wouldn't be able to go in depth enough to really properly discuss the issue. See, that's the thing. Is, I feel like most people who talk about it just want to talk about, like, really surface level bullshit. God damn it, she showed up again. It seems like a lot of people don't want to, like, proper get into it, and the way I look at it, like, why the fuck do you even want to talk about it if you're not going to take the conversation seriously? And the other thing is, like, everybody tries to call their position the common sense position. How fucking worthless is that as a statement? Just, what do you want to ban, or what do you want to unban, or what do you want to put regulations on? What do you want the regulation to be? No one ever answers that question. You ever notice that? It's always, I want common sense gun laws. And it's like, well, how useless is that statement? Like, common sense gun ban. Okay, well, what do you want to ban? Or what do you want to regulate? How do you want to regulate? Just say what you want to do. Just say the law that you want to put through, and then we can discuss that. But they never do that. They're just really vague. Being vague doesn't help. We're talking about federal fucking laws here. You gotta be specific. Try and get into Canada Post? Man, I will never stop ranting about Canada Post, because I truly believe they will never get their shit together. Fuck Canada Post, man. Every courier, every private courier that delivers stuff to me, no issue. They just deliver it to me. It's on my doorstep, or they ring the doorbell and I get it. It's that easy. I haven't had Canada Post successfully deliver a package to me in 5 years now. All they do is they go to the mailbox in, like, since moving here, because I've lived in multiple places in the last 5 years and they always fail. Since moving here, they don't even try. They don't show up to the door. They go to my mailbox, which is, like, down the street, and they post a failed delivery notice on it. Failed? You didn't try. You went to the mailbox. Oh my god. Yeah, I know, like, common sense is so pointless. Like, common sense doesn't mean anything. Nothing, like, nobody agrees in the world. Why? Everybody's an individual. People oh my god. That got dark. Everybody disagrees on shit, right? Like, we're humans, and so we disagree on things. I think we can all agree on that statement. Hopefully. We disagree on shit. It's how, like, ideas rise to the top, is we disagree and then we argue about them and we figure out good shit. And so, like, my favorite is in the States. I constantly hear people who are like, it's so easy. Why don't you just do the thing that I'm proposing? This would fix everything. Just ban this thing. And the thing they're talking about banning is already banned. I hear that all the time, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is why you can't have public discourse, because you don't even know your own laws. What the fuck are your schools, that your schools aren't teaching you the laws of your own country? What the fuck are Canadian schools? They don't teach us the laws of our own country. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh my god. Sorry, it just drives me crazy. It blows my mind. It's like, you can't have a gun control debate in your country, because the people who are saying, if we just ban this thing, it'll be fine. 9 times out of 10, they're talking about banning something that's already banned. Or they're like, if we would just ban this gun because of this, and they list something that's not true, and I'm like, if you would just say true things, then maybe we could get somewhere with this debate. But the people talking about banning stuff know so little that when they say something that might actually have value, the people on the other side don't listen to them, because they've also said so many things that don't make any sense. And so I look at that and I'm like, I hate both of you. Like, I hate both of these sides. Neither side wants to do any research on what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, it's so frustrating. It hurts. It really hurts. Neither of these sides want to fix anything. They just want to be known as the person who did the good thing. And I hate that. Why does everybody want to win? How about you just think of it less like winning and losing and more like, hey, I see a problem. Let's fix the problem. And to be just described every single American issue. we got the same problem here in Canada. I hate both of you. That's all politics now. Yeah, I hate all of my candidates. I'm not looking for the federal election next year. Because the way I look at it, I'm like, man, I don't like any of these parties. These parties suck, man. We've got the political party who constantly eats their own and has never gained power because they can't get their shit together. Where they can be handed the election on a silver platter and manage to fuck it up. We have the Liberal Party, who had the worst candidate of all time in 2011 and lost for the first time ever to the NDP in minority government. And then they won now with a guy who just lied about everything. A guy that I supported, and then he went back on all of his promises once we voted him in. And then the Conservative Party, who we had for 2 straight terms, and then he lost on the platform of anybody but Harper, where people were so fed up with him that they started pooling their votes between the other 2 parties just to get him out of power. Canadian politics are really depressing. It wasn't a, hey, we love the guy we're voting for, it's, look, anybody but that fucker again. Oh man, it's really desperate when we've gotten to that point. When we're not even talking about the good qualities of the guy we're voting for, we're just, oh, fucking again? Come on with this timing. We're not even talking about the good qualities of the guy that we vote for. It's just, fuck dude, I just don't want that other guy again. Canada. Goddamned Canada. Oh, it hurts deep. Technician left. Okay. We're making, like, no progress, and I swear it's not for the lack of trying. Oh, God, let's not even get into the communism memes, because some idiot's gonna take it seriously. I don't want to deal with the fucking angry comments anymore. If you have a dictatorship, you don't have to worry about what candidate's worse. I mean, you still have to worry about it, you just don't have any control over it. Oh man, oh come on, and they just left. Are you kidding me? Oh. It hurts so bad. At least the Diplomat didn't die, but we're not allowed to do the mission again for a little while. Man, that sucks. The crown jewels, I believe we can use that for research. Does America still have an official communist party still? Yeah, most countries do. It's just, you know, it doesn't get voted for, thankfully. It usually gets like 5,000 votes a year here in Canada. The Communist Party is just kids straight out of college vote for it. They don't even get 1%. Shit always ends up falling into politics. I don't know how. Look, my hard and fast stance is, I don't like judging a person based on their politics unless it's horrifically egregious. If I have the opinion that your politics lead to bad things, that's one thing. I don't judge you as an individual based on it. But if you're like literally calling for the thing that I think it leads to, that's when I have an issue with you, because that's when it's like, if it's, I think your politics lead to a bad place, then there's the whole thing of, yeah, but you probably don't want it to get to that bad place. You just don't think it's gonna go to that bad place, and we have a disagreement there. But if you're saying like, hey, let's throw, I want my government policy to be throw kids off a building, and you legitimately mean that, like, that's when I have a problem with you, because it's less about government policy and it's more about, dude, why do you support throwing kids off buildings? Like, that's really fucked up. Yeah, there's an American Nazi party. It just doesn't get votes because it's, like, seriously, who wants the Nazis in power? Seriously, nobody wants that. So nobody votes for the Nazi party. Thanks for following, Zombie Killer. Welcome to the flock. I think it's good that the party exists. Like, that it's not illegal to have the party. 'Cause it shouldn't be illegal to have the party. Everybody should be able to express their opinion. Most of the stuff that the Nazis do is illegal in modern day America, so you don't even need to worry about, like, are they gonna be brown shirts walking around in the streets, like, punching dudes? Well, no, because if that happens, thankfully the police would be like, hey, I have to take you to jail now. I'm pressing charges for assault, you know? Because thankfully the shit they do is illegal in a modern democratic society. I hope Putin takes over so that we can have a strong government type. Something about calling it government type makes me think of it like it's a video game. Like, oh, democracy in Civilization 6, that's a strong government type. Very good number of economic slots on that one. Come on, just get the mission done. I don't want this stream to drag forever. Yes, needs to embrace Buddhism and chill the fuck out. Like that. Yeah, people would be more chill if more people were Buddhist. I agree with that. I think on average people would be more relaxed if there were more Buddhists in the world. Buddhism's pretty cool. Do you think that things like banning Hitler's name or his shuriken is right or not? Oh, you're calling the swastika his shuriken. That's fucking hilarious. I need to use that in a gag someday. What do you mean, like, banning his name? You mean, like, you aren't allowed to call your kid Hitler? Or I guess Adolf. Or, like, what do you mean by that? Because, like, that's ridiculous. Banning a name, that's fucking stupid. Yeah. You shouldn't ban a name. That's ridiculous. You know, there was this thing I saw at a Kentucky the other day, where there's this guy with this hardware store, and he's got a sign in the front door of his hardware store in, like, the window, and it says, "No gays allowed." And that's in Kentucky, which I guess makes sense. I mean, I believe it's Kentucky has the highest amount of like racial crime of any American state, so I guess it makes sense to be in Kentucky. But he's got this sign that says, like, "No gays allowed," and, like, this is making big news. Let's listen to this.
For communism. The Premier has announced the names of the new delegates who will be admitted to the Hammer Council immediately. Many revered Soviet figures have been honored with the role, but one unfamiliar figure initially caused some concern. We have performed a full background check with the Hammer Records department in Yugoslavia, however, and are satisfied that this man is a true Soviet hero.
Okay. Yeah. So they people are calling for it to be illegal for him to put up a "No gays allowed" sign. And I don't get that at all. So here's my problem. Let's say I live in Kentucky and I was local to that place and I need to go buy a claw hammer, right? And I'm driving around and I see a hardware store. Now, if I walk up to that hardware store and I see a sign in the window that says "No gays allowed," that's Frost Nova? That's Frost Nova, okay. I can't kill her, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. If I see a sign that says "No gays allowed," I'm not going in the store, and it's not because I'm gay, it's because fuck that guy running that store. I don't want him to have my money. Fuck that dude. I can find a new hardware store. Now, if they made it illegal to put up a "No gays allowed" sign, I would go in that store and buy that claw hammer, and I have no idea that dude hates gays. And he'd have my money. Let him put up the sign. All it means is it's gonna hurt his business. The community should be allowed to know this dude hates gays. If he wants to announce that he hates gays, let him announce that he hates gays. And then people won't support him with their money. Because if people if it was generally a, like, if he wasn't gonna stay in business, because like, if people over there in general hated gays and were fine with that and we're gonna support his business through that, there'd be more than one hardware store that says no gays allowed. There's one store that says no gays allowed. You really think that the average person in Kentucky is gonna be fine with supporting that guy with their money? No, they're gonna drive to a different hardware store. Let this dumb fucking bigot put up his dumb bigoted sign, and then he can have fun going bankrupt. Fuck that dude. Let the market take care of that one. That's natural selection right there. He's so fucking dumb that he just announces he hates gay people. Can't ban people from your business for race, gender, sexuality. Yeah, but let him put up a stupid fucking sign. He can't tell if somebody's gay when they walk in. This discourse is honestly giving me life. Oh, I'm happy that you like it. That's the thing, why do you need to make it illegal for him to put up the sign? Let the market take care of that fucking one. Let him be a bigot. He tanks his own fucking business. I don't want for him to have to hide that he's bigoted, because then he gets my money and I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't give him the money, you know? You're right, this is a gaming stream. That's the thing though, is with my streams, it's so much about just talking to you guys about whatever we feel like talking about in the day. My locally recorded Let's Plays are more about the, you know, the game. That's why I always say that my streams are a little bit like a podcast. I lost my scientist at some point. I think I'm gonna move him to somewhere in Anvil.
Warning, high security door breached.
Hey, can anybody check where these Diplomat missions are? Because I need to find 2 more of them. If anybody could go on the wiki and find that for me so that we spend less time hunting around. Banning a name, it didn't exactly mean, like, ban calling your kid Adolf, but making him so taboo in his culture that it's not really okay to talk about him or anything, he's bad and stuff. So I was like, why should you not be allowed to talk about Hitler? If you can't talk about Hitler, then how are you going to explain why not to be Hitler? You know, the whole point of history is learning from mistakes of the past so that you don't do them again. You can't do that if you don't talk about it. Yeah, no reason to ban the swastika. Somebody wants to put a swastika on the front door of their business. I know I'm not giving them my money. I want to know if that dude's a Hitler supporter, because then I'm not going in that business. You know? I love the streams because of the social aspect. And I don't know how to write. Thanks for the, was it 10 bits? 10 bits, Alpha Clone. Unfortunately, stuff like this is as true as from Kentucky as it happens down here all the time. Yeah, I've got some friends in Kentucky who say that this stuff unfortunately happens a little too often for their liking. It's hard at times because you always have to worry about some bigot lashing out, far worse for non-white, non-straight. Well, obviously, not minorities are going to be more likely to be the target of bigotry, whoever the minority of that neighborhood happens to be. Of course, it's gonna, base is on fire, what the fuck? Oh, some saber thief set himself on fire blowing that up, whatever, I don't care. Yeah, of course, it's just like how in South Africa, really fucked up shit's happening to white people who have lived on that land for like hundreds of years. Like, oh man, it's really fucked up what's going on there right now. I don't even want to get too much into it, but like, the government is currently pushing through legislation to make it that, so that it's legal to repossess white people's land without government compensation, without any money or anything. They just take their land. It's like, that's really fucked up. Like, these Dutch people moved here legitimately, like the Dutch Boers moved there like 400 years ago. Like, they're African. They've lived there that whole time. And you're telling me that because their ancestors moved there legally, in fact? Like, that wasn't even a recolonization thing. The Boers, they moved there. They lose their land because they're white? That's fucked up. Yeah. But they're the minority there, and the minority gets picked on, and it's really awful. I don't want the minority to get picked on anywhere. It's not cool. Has anyone figured out where the, has anybody figured out yet where the diplomat missions are? If anybody can help me with the diplomat missions, I'd appreciate it. J-God Game, if you're upset about the politics talk, like, I get you. I don't like everything to be about politics either, but, like, there's no reason to get mad. If you're not having fun with the stream, you can always go do something else. Like, I'm not telling you to fuck off. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, like, don't feel like you're obligated to be here if you don't want to be here. If you're not having fun, it's cool. Just go do something you'd have more fun with. It's totally cool. Like, I'm not going to take offense to it. My stream's not for everybody, you know? I can't make everybody happy. Oh, fucking hell, she's shooting people. No, you're getting out of here. I don't want you to die. You know, at this point, she's aiming at so many other people, I might be able to just knock her out. There you go. Scored a knockout. Someone else shooting? That's some thief. Fuck it, just kill that guy. That is true. Everybody is originally from Africa, so far as we can tell. Although I don't think that really has any bearing on what I was saying. It's just a fun fact. God, has anyone found these diplomat missions yet? We still have 3 more to do. We have one in Anvil, we have one in Saber, and one in Smash to do. Yeah, where are those Diplo things? Does anybody know? What's he ranting about today? We were having a discussion about current day politics. You know, news of the day stuff. Wow, we're actually really low on minions. They fucking slaughtered through so many. We're at 1 diplomat, and it's the one out in the world. We gotta send him home to train up more diplomats. We can't take the risk. Okay, until we find another guy then. At least we can go around and find the other guys first, you know? Can we talk about something that doesn't matter in the slightest? Like my show? Why am I hearing gunshots again? She's up already? Oh my god, she killed a playboy. You fucking kidding me? Yeah, I think the camera doesn't see her when she's doing the cloaking thing. Fuck, man. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate it. Oh god, no. Is he gonna die? Use Eviscerate. Oh, he might lose a life. Because he got hurt getting shot coming in. I don't have Wind Walk to teleport away. Fuck, he lost a life. Man. Okay, he's not dead. He can die 3 times and then he's gone. Hey, Silver Vanguard. Sorry, I was trying to figure out your name there. God, that sucks. Okay. Where was the Anvil one? Southeast Asia. Okay, that's where he is. Sweet. We also need one in South America. And we need one in... Thanks for the repost. Ready for that? What am I missing here? What? I'm blind. India. Got it. Thank you. Okay. You're hiding. Good. Okay. We have people going to plot in all the correct areas now. See, he's stun locked, or she's stun locked because he's trying to get to her to talk to her, and she's also losing health from the military minions. There we go. She's completely stun locked now because so many of them are on her. Well, he's exhausted. He should go get medical attention. Alright, we're gonna carry her out.
Weekend tag issued.
Oh, thanks for the follow there. Silver Vanguard followed. Thank you. Welcome to the flock. And Jiro, I think you pronounced that. Welcome to the flock. Hope you enjoyed the stream. God, we have so many new follows today. Wonder why. Not that I'm complaining, of course, but I very much appreciate it. Yeah, I think we're done the political discussion now. Has he already been KO'd twice on Island 1? Remember, KOs only matter if it happens from a super agent. But I don't think he was KO'd yet. Was it just the one time, or was it twice now? He's been KO'd twice now. If he gets knocked out by a super agent one more time, he's dead for good. I don't want to have to save Scum, too. We'll see how it goes. Have we done the, I guess, Island, is a sort of stock market thing? There is a stock market crash mission near the beginning that I've already done. Right now we're on the mission where we need to get all the diplomats around the world. Yeah, we're on that mission right now. We really need to train up more diplomats. We only have one because of that massacre that just happened. God, I wish he would just go train somebody up already. I don't want him hanging around the dangerous people. So right now we're just trying to discover all the diplomats. There we go. We have that one marked off. Sweet. Took us forever to find that one. All right, we can bring him back then. Actually, you know what? Keep him there. We'll have him there and stay there for when we do the diplomat mission. We'll use him to speed things up. XCOM 2 is winning. Yeah, that's right at the top of that whole thing. That whole poll I did on games you guys want me to stream. The top one that people want to watch is XCOM 2, where I name all the soldiers we get after the chat. I love doing that. I miss doing that. I haven't played that expansion that came out for it, so it might be good. Yeah, the diplomat mission's a pain in the ass, isn't it? So, Silver Vanguard, did you find me through YouTube, or did you just surf through Twitch? Because this is my favorite game of all time. I did an old Let's Play of this. I want to say like 5 years ago now. And I'm doing this 100% playthrough now. Because it's been quite a while. So I'm doing every act of infamy that you can do in one playthrough. Which is not literally every single one, because you can only get so many henchmen, and those count as missions, but you know. YouTube? Got it. Do you like the modern XCOM games more than the original ones? I don't know. It's a little bit apples to oranges for me. They're very different types of games, the old ones and the new ones, and they're both wonderful. There's another series that's name I always forget that's more based on old XCOM. It's not like called XCOM, they don't have the license, but it's basically old XCOM, and I forget the name of it. Xenonauts? That might be it. That sounds familiar. God, no new research in a while. I think we're done all the research with our current items till we buy more things. Good, you're not in our base.
Weekend tag issued.
Fuck Canada Post, MDB 2014. And today, every day. Look, fuck Canada Post every day. They suck. I hate them. Alright, so we've discovered this one. We've discovered this one. These two are stealing resources. Yeah. So the last one we need to do is here, but Mariana Mamba's there. Okay. Okay, so the biggest thing right now then is just training up more diplomats. Thomas Guinness the Fifth, 4 month in a row now of subscription. Calls me a massive bick. I very much appreciate that. Not calling me a bick, that deeply offends me. I think I probably want a diplomat trainer in here at this point. Yeah, I could just move one to in here. But does that actually help me? I don't think it would because we don't have a speaker in this room anyway. Yeah. Just wish I had something to give them endurance while they train, because these kinds of trainings take multiple sessions because you drain endurance so fast. Do we have anything in here that gives endurance? Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant. I believe that's endurance. It's just hard to tell because the colored floor. I can move that into here. It's a high heat object. You know what? Fuck it. We keep that room really safe anyway. We've never had someone break in there. I'm gonna put a security camera right here to keep it extra safe. No, we haven't killed any super agents yet, but we're able to kill 2 of them. Mariana Mamba and Jet Chan. We've done all the requirements to kill them. They just haven't shown up to our island since then. It's been a long-ass time since they showed up. Come on, we just gotta find that diplomat, and then we have all of the main missions marked off. Okay, Frost Nova just left. Good. I think someone's just hand gliding away. Yeah. Can't we capture a monkey? Yeah. You know what? I think there's actually research you can do by capturing a monkey now that I think about it.
Life will be interesting.
Okay, put a door on that just so that agents waste their time breaking in. We haven't had to spend money in a long time. We're building up a lot of money. It's nice. Gonna watch the E3 presentation? Nah. I never care about the E3 stuff. It's lame. I usually just get a recap after from YouTube channels. Thanks for the 15 bits, Alpha Clone. I appreciate it. Oh, and thanks for following iFran Boyle. Welcome to the flock. Excited about Evil Genius too? Yup. I get asked that every single stream of this. So I think I've been asked it a minimum of 12 times over the last 3 months. Something like that. Because I think this is stream 12, so it's 3 months of this now. No complaints about being asked a lot, though. Because that just means that other people know about it, and I'm happy everybody knows about it. I hope it turns out good. I hope it's not another Guild 3. Fuck that shit. Guild 2 is awesome. Guild 3 is terrible so far. And it's been under development for a long-ass time now. It gets patched all the time, and they don't fix anything. It's crazy. They patch it and patch it and patch it. There's like a patch every week, and it's like, we added a new stage. And then they just also introduced like 4 new ways to crash, and there's like no content to the game. It sucks. You're right, Guild 3 doesn't exist. I forgot. We're pretending Guild 3 doesn't exist. Because we can't be disappointed about a game that doesn't exist. It's the new Driver 3. No, because Driver 3 didn't get patched. As far as I can remember, at least. Fix one problem, add 5 more. Guild 3 in a nutshell. Basically, so many people get disappointed by the fucking way Guild 3 turned out. It's unbelievable. I get comments every week from people clicking my old Guild 3 streams where it's just crashing and crashing and crashing. You guys remember when I revisited Guild 3 after it had been out for like a full year? And before we even got into the gameplay, I found a glitch on the menus where you could have unlimited stats. Just by clicking the reset button, they never fixed it. Unbelievable. If you get rid of your score, like your points, and then you hit reset on the points to like reallocate them, it gives you extra points. So you can just max out all your stats. Fucking hell. Oh, and that's also when they made the glitch where if you hit load game or save game, it crashes the game if saves from a previous version exist. You have to delete those saves by going through your system files. You can't just go in the save file or the save menu and delete them in game, because it's not that loading those files makes your game crash. Opening the menu while those files exist makes your game crash, so you can't save or load. Until I hunted them down and deleted them. And of course, when I made a post about that warning people, all the fucking Steam forum posts were just being apologists for it and calling it my fault and shit. Because nothing is worse than the bullshit apologetics of people on Steam forums. The Steam forums are just trash. Piss off Mariana and Gent to lure them to our island. Hey, if they never show up to our island, I don't care. Can't wait for Guild 3 to get a free weekend or some website, and I still think I paid too much. Yep. Free is too much to have that kind of suffering inflicted upon you. Oops. Yeah, the Steam forums are pretty trash. Steam guides are usually quite good. I read those. That and the artwork section of any given Steam game is usually pretty great. A lot of good memes on there. How do you kill the Patriot Super Agent again? Biotank, I believe. You do some research. You had to like steal his towel from like his workout sessions. You do research with it, and then you can kidnap him and put him in a biotank. And you get his steroids to react with them poorly and turn him into a freak. And that's how you kill him. Payday 2 forms are horrible? Oh, I could imagine. Yeah, I should create a junk room just to lock our henchmen in when super agents are on the island. That way I'm not getting my guys killed. I like that idea.
Room construction underway. Object has been ordered.
We're doing it. Which reminds me, I should probably buy stuff in here already. Could I have a disguised thing right here? Yeah. Not an open rifle cabinet. I want, like, disguised ones are fine. Wouldn't mind disguised rifle cabinet right there, actually, for emergencies.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Can we not imprison the monkey yet? I think we need to, like, research a monkey cage or something first, because I know there's a trap related to that. Saw there was someone on the map there, but I had a hard time finding him.
Weekend tag issued. Intruder tagged for psychological weakening.
Just making sure I have everyone tagged who needs to be tagged. Oh, God. They're really slowing us down. Get that plot done. Are you gonna stream Payday 2? I mean, not today, but I'm sure I'm never gonna be done streaming Payday 2, you know? My show was centered around it for so long. Okay, we have a few diplomats now. It's time to get those missions going again. Alright. We're hitting up Anvil next. We're getting back on the progress for the main story. Describe MDB as if you were talking to a friend. That's a curious question. I'm actually quite interested in what people's answers to that would be. A Twitch streamer, says Dallin Show. Really? Do people consider me a Twitch streamer? I consider myself a YouTuber before that. What about when there's a Payday 3? I mean, I'll give it a try. I hope for the best. Are you gonna start streaming Payday 2 when Payday 3 comes out? I mean, I can't know that now. For all I know, Payday 3 is gonna suck and Payday 2 is gonna be better, and I'll keep streaming that. Talking beard that can game. Both of those are wrong. I don't talk, I blather, and I can't game. I simply click buttons and things happen. Lights occur. A bearded Canadian. Why is everyone always so obsessed with my beard? I never really understood that. That's a thing on YouTube and Twitch in general, where like people develop whole characters based around their beard. I don't get that. I think I have a decently nice looking beard. I shortened it a lot yesterday, actually. But I think I kept a pretty good shape to it. I like to think it's a good beard. But I don't get why people always want to like make that part of someone's character, you know? It is simply an aspect of, I guess you'd call my attire. I wear a beard. It's weird to call it that, but you know, it's basically what it is. There we go. Let's get that done. This is another main story mission we're finishing up. I was introduced to you by my boyfriend. Yeah, I remember him telling me that. He said you were a salt of the earth dude. I think that means... I think it's the same as down to earth. Which I love ripping on when people call people down to earth. And they don't say anything else about them. I have a running theory. If the only positive thing somebody says about somebody is that they're a really down-to-earth person, they're an asshole, but they don't want to say anything negative about them. Because that is the go-to. I can't think of anything positive to say, but I want to say something positive. Now, it's not to say everybody who's called down-to-earth is an asshole. It's that if that's the only compliment they give about them, they're an asshole. Or they're trying to call them an asshole, at least. That's a theory. Maybe it's not always right. NB suffers through bad games so we don't have to. I mean, I love this game. This game's awesome. I mean, I did Right to Hell Retribution. Doesn't get much worse than that. That's pretty bad. There are worse games than that I've played, but that's up there. At least there was a lot of comedy in that. I try not to play bad games that there isn't any comedy in, you know? Like, I did that Duck Dynasty game, and honestly, that game wasn't even awful. It just wasn't worth playing. But there was a lot of comedy in it, and that's why it was worth Let's Playing. Rogue Warrior. Yeah, Rogue Warrior's fucking hilarious. That's a hilarious bad game. I seriously think, like, if I were to ever become a speedrunner, it would be Rogue Warrior, because I can beat that game in like an hour and a half. Why don't you tweak the total minion capacity? Because I don't want to use mods to cheat. I said I do a 100% playthrough, and if I have more minions than the cap, like, I do think 100's a low cap, But if I have more minions than you're supposed to have, that just makes it easier.
Good evening.
I don't want
and
to cheat.
Welcome to the Hong Kong Nightly Bulletin. The Prime Minister of Singapore has strenuously denied all the accusations of corruption that he has been charged with. Southeast Asia has been deeply disturbed by the Prime Minister's shock decision to sack his chief advisor and replace him with a previously unknown diplomat. Unless the corruption charges can be upheld, the new advisor's first duties will be as chairman at the monthly Anvil Summit.
I love this game. Alright, we're making really good progress now. This is the first time I've been able to watch, but I always watch on YouTube. Well, I hope you enjoy watching live. NDB is an Australian YouTuber. How post clickbait PUBG mobile. Yeah, it seems like this is a few people's first stream of me. I saw a few names in the chat that I didn't already recognize from Twitch streams. There we go. See, that's why I didn't go straight on with the mission, because I knew the police would probably arrive soon. They arrive once every 10 or so minutes. Oh, hey, we found this. That's pretty cool. You found me on YouTube a month ago. Did you find me through Evil Genius? It's just coincidental that you saw I was doing Evil Genius again? Or have you been following this series as well on YouTube? Hey, how are you? Have a good night, Flying Floor. Got a little bit of a weird pain in my chest. You know where, like, the ribcage dips in? In the center, like, kind of near the bottom of your ribcage. Got a little bit of a pain in there, probably a nerve pain. Finally! Mariana Mamba's on the island. Where is she? There she is.
Weekend time issued.
Is that an order?
Okay, get them all in here.
Of course.
Solar plexus? Yeah, that's what that's called, right? Sternum? Solar plexus? One of the two.
I'm right. Right you are. Go there.
There we go. We locked them in the room. Okay. Whenever we psychologically weaken her, then we'll escort her to the jail. Were you? Oh, I clicked the wrong person because I'm dumb. Where is she? Hey, so a game I was trying earlier today that I want to play on the show soon that's pretty cool, really cool roguelike. It's got a little bit of a... God, I don't even know how to explain the vibe of the game. It's just really cool. Is called Tangle Deep, one word. Very cool game. You might want to go Google that one. That's a fun one. Very accessible roguelike. Now, I play some unaccessible roguelikes and really enjoy them, but that one is like... That's one that I think anybody could get into. Anybody with a numpad. Because it's way easier to play with a numpad, because most of these games are. If you play like Tales of Mah-Dry-Bread, you know, like that kind of control scheme and all that. Really fun game. Get the Diplomat. Just gotta tell everybody to get back to their jobs. There we go. The henchmen can go through a level 3 door if you order them to. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, after all these years, I didn't know that. Evil Genius, the way I found you, I challenged a friend to beat the game faster. We both watched your streaks on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if I beat it very fast last time. I'm guessing you mean streams. I don't really remember. That was so long ago now. I probably didn't do a great job.
High security door breached.
Seriously, where is Mariana Mamba? Am I blind?
Intruder tags for psychological weakening.
That's not her, no. Where the fuck is she? It's not her. I heard the noise. Did she just insta-leave? No. She's not out in the world. What the hell happened? My dog is very interested in your streams. If you're playing it over speakers and I were to say your dog's name, your dog would probably freak out. There she is. I did have her tagged. Okay. God damn it. She's just stabbing random, really high-value people. Alright, knock her out then. He's not gonna succeed. Nope. She's attacking the door. Great. The door is just gonna explode on her. I hope she finds the front door. Oh, thank God we finally found that last diplomat. We're making decent progress now. We're almost done that part of the main story. A new Telltale Walking Dead season is on sale on the Humble Bundle. Guys, I have a Humble Bundle affiliate link. I don't know if I remember to put it in the description of the stream you're watching. But it's on my Discord server in the support MDB thread or whatever. You can click my affiliate link if you want and then buy it, and then I get a commission for that. I also just partnered up with chrono.gg the other day, so I have an affiliate link for them as well. It's just chrono.gg/Mah-Dry-Bread. I can link you that if you want me to. Fucking killing my people. Training up more martial artists, good. We have so many acts of infamy discovered. We need to go through and clean them up at some point. She's not even going for the front door, is she? Great. Humble links in the description here. Nice. If anyone wants to go buy that, go for it. Chrono, you can earn daily gold to get games free, more or less, yeah? Chrono is awesome. They do a daily game sale, and they're really good. Today, at the day of the stream at least.
This is Abdul in Bangalore. I
This
didn't
first.
want to be here today, but once elephant gets going, it is rather hard to stop. Bad elephant. Local news here is dominated by the recent regional elections that were won by a rank outsider, who only entered the race a week ago. If all players ruled out, the mysterious victor will be entitled to a seat on the stable ruling council.
What happened to Spin Doctors? They died. So we've trained up new ones here, but we're still very low on them. They die a lot. Yeah, so Chrono's really awesome because it's a daily sale. Today it's Shadow Warrior 2 for $13 American, so it's 66% off. And when you buy stuff on Chrono, the nice thing about that is you buy it through, like, as you can see in the chat there, chrono.gg/Mah-Dry-Bread. I get like a really big commission from them. Most websites will give you like a 3 to 5% commission. They give me like, I think it's 18%. It's ridiculous. So that's a really good way to support the show if you were going to buy a game on Chrono anyway. It's just a cool site. It's a legitimately good one too. It's not like some scummy weird website. I refuse to work with scummy weird websites, which is why I stopped working with J2A whenever they started doing all their weird shit. Losing a Playboy? Okay, well at least we have all of our high-level social medias trained back up. That ambulance isn't in the game. Alright, I don't know if police are going to interrupt this or not, but we'll see. You should get to know your minions. They can all just die for me. Alright, is she still on the north side? God, I'm getting kind of hungry. I didn't even eat super long ago. I should just drink more water. Gotta stick to this diet. I lost another half a pound. I'm feeling great. I'm the lowest weight I've been in the last couple of years. I'm 157.5 pounds now. Had an ambulance get to a jungle island. Raft. They blew up an inflatable raft and it drove across it. Man, no one uses their staff room anymore. Staff room is really great so that you can walk to the library. Should he really be cooking in his biohazard suit? How bad is the food? Halfway done. Come on, that's the last diplomat mission, isn't it? It is. It's the last diplomat mission. Send a diplomat to Uruguay. Favorite kind of whiskey? Jameson was pretty nice. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite whiskey. Jack Daniels is okay. You know what I hate? Those whiskeys that taste like cinnamon hearts. Fuck that shit. Awful. Hate that. I'm more of a tequila guy. I like tequila. Whiskey's good. But tequila's really tasty. Oh, we lost a guy? Oh, because the police showed up. How long left? A minute? The diplomat died, so I don't want to give up on this now because I need to send a new diplomat. We're replacing a diplomat without having a diplomat because we already started the mission. Beautiful. Well, I'll let those people stay there, and if they end up losing and I need to completely replace them, then there we go. After this mission, though, we'll be 1 notoriety point away from Rambo showing up, and I really don't want Rambo showing up. Hey, Sassarus. You can set your total limits, basic minions higher, and recruit back to your full number. Then we have to train up so you aren't short on minions like now. You can set your total limits to the basic minions higher, and recruit back your full number. Then sorry, I don't know what you mean. If I go above 100, it just yells at me.
With all the news from Latin America. An interesting bit of political news here. The leader of Uruguay recently recruited a complete stranger to serve as his representative on the smashed concert. And some political rivals are claiming that this surprise appointment was the prize for the Uruguayan leader losing at poker. Did you think I could become the first lady if I beat him at Snap?
There we go. Alright. We now have people in positions of power all over the world. This should give us a huge advantage in the times to come. Okay, so we got the diplomat in every country. That's that main story mission done. Sweet. The other half of it, we gotta steal all that those supplies. But while we're stealing supplies, they jackhammer our base. So we want to make sure we have a lot of minions ready. And preferably no super agents on our island during it. Have you ever played Total War? Yeah, I played a bunch of Total War games and I've never enjoyed any of them. I don't know what it is. I get asked that constantly. So many people love Total War. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's a well-made game series, but the devs have sent me like 5 of their games at this point. I genuinely give them a try, and I don't know, it's like the one big strategy series that I just don't find fun. I don't know what it is. If you were to add another super agent to the game from any other game, what would it be? I have no idea. You're totally just asking that so that you could make a Dynasty Warriors joke, though. That's what I'm calling. Oh. That's the big room in the middle of the mountain. This is where we're going to build our rocket. Captain Winters! That's not from Dynasty Warriors. Forgot I didn't have them stealing money. We actually have a lot of cash right now, which I'm happy about. We have so many plots found out. Get the fuck out of here.
Psychological weakening.
Why are they so panicked? Come on.
Detected in base.
Wow. It's 5:41 already? I should probably stop now. Sorry, too much editing to do. Alright, on the next stream of this game, we definitely get all the supplies, move on to the next part of the story. I thought we were gonna kill some, super agents today, but the only one that showed up didn't go to the door. So, I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way losing a bunch of people just to go get her with my henchmen, because they're the ones I can directly control. So that's what we're gonna do on the next stream of the game. Stay tuned, though. I will host somebody, or raid somebody, so we can make somebody's day. Bet you my friend who's doing E3 today is probably live right now. So, thank you everybody so much for coming to the stream live. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the description where you can find the Twitch TV link to watch it live next time. Until next time, have a nice day.